Okay, so welcome. This is going to be a series where I'm going to teach you how to make a Discord bot. I want to show you how I write my code. I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who codes. Okay, but well, to start off, we're going to need a few basic things, one of which being Visual Studio Code, so just look it up on the internet. It's probably going to be the first thing since it's one of the most popular code editing software in the world as of now. So just want to download the stable build and then download it and go through the setup. After you have downloaded, open it, and it's going to look very similar to this. On the left side, you should see something like open folder, or you can go to file and open folder. Then let's just create a folder that you want. I'll just call this tutorial bot. And this is where the bot I'll be editing through the entirety of the series. So select folder, and we can remove the welcome window. And that is it for creating this. So as of now, right now, I'll show you the very quick basics of JavaScript, and basically all you need to know to be a complete pro just like me. So first off, we need to make our initial file, which is going to be the starting point of our application. You can either call it app.js, bot.js, or index.js. I recommend you call it index.js simply because of the fact that by definition, index is the starting point. So it's going to be the starting point of our application. Now, a few basic things. You have two variable declarations in JavaScript. Actually 3, but nobody cares about the third one. The first one is let. Those are variables that you can assign a value to, and you can change the value of. Whenever you make a variable constant by setting const in front of it, you can assign a value to it upon creation, but you cannot change the value, which is very important for something like IDs, etc. Okay, so now that we know the type declarations, now variable types. We got 3 most important ones: integers, booleans, the string. The string is basically any text. The booleans can either be true or false, and then integers can be a number. For example, let int can be 40, const boolean. It can be either true or false. You can also set it to 1 or 0, but let's just use true and false for the clarity for the string. And now the last most important thing in the entirety of this language is console.log, the most important command you will ever use. So let's print all the variables by putting them inside of here. Int, comma, space, boolean, comma, space, string. Also, just so you know, you can name this whatever you want, like, for example, awu. Now, okay, we have this, but we don't know how to run this, and that's fine. Where you need to go is, you need to download Node.js. So we go to this very nice website, Node.js, just look it up on the internet, then the first link, and then just go through the installer. After you have installed it, you need to restart your PC. I don't have to because I already have the latest version installed. You can check after restarting the PC that is installed by typing node space -v or node space -- version. Then what you want to do is go to terminal and new terminal. To run any type of code, you type in node space and then the file name. And it printed every single value, 40, true, hello world. Okay, now you're a certified JavaScript programmer and you can outcode Mark Zuckerberg. So now let's make a Discord bot because I assume that's why you clicked on this video. We need to go to the Discord developer portal. First link. Then you might be either on this website or another one. You want to click in the left top on applications and then you will be in this screen. Let's create a new one. Let's name it Chuago's Bird because why not? Create. Next we go to bot, reset token. And now that you've got a token, we'll just simply copy it, create a config folder. This is where all of the configuration data for the bot will be. And then create a client.json. Simply because in my opinion, the JSON files are the easiest way to store any kind of data. JSON stands for JavaScript object notation, so it works perfectly fine with JavaScript. So what we're going to do is make an object by pressing shift and clicking on the square brackets, creating the curly brackets. Then I click enter. And then within the object, because this is an object, inside of it, I will create a key called token. Then put a colon and space, and then give it a key of the token that I copied. Next, I'll create a key of client ID, and give it a value of the client ID, which we go by going to general information and copying application ID and pasting it and save. Now we can close this and collapse the folder. Now we need to invite the bot by going into OAuth, URL generator, bot, and what I'm going to do is give it admin permissions, but I would not do that ever if you're going to make the bot for a server that you do not own. If you don't own the server, go for it. That's what I'm going to do because the bot will only be in one server. But if the bot is either not made by you or the bot is not for your server, never give it admin permissions because it can either ruin somebody's server or ruin your server. So just be aware of that. So we copy it, we go here, we paste it. Bot testing, authorize, I'm human. Simple as that, bot is now in the server, we can even check. I forgot what, yeah, Chihuahua goes bird. There we go, simple. Now we go to the browser again and we go Discord.js docs. And we go to the introduction Discord.js guide. And we're going to go through this guide together at the beginning, just to understand some basic things if we need help. But as of now, we just want to make the bot work. Also, just in case you wanted to see what I type, I just typed clear to clear out the command. If you're using PowerShell, you can do that. If you're using the command prompt in here, because you can select either one, you type CLS to clear the command line. Both work in PowerShell. Okay, so now in our index file, we need to install the Discord.js package, which is what communicates between our code and Discord. So how we do that is with Node installed, we'll have npm installed as well. So all we do is Node packet manager, npm space install space Discord.js. And what I like to do is also add latest, enter. Now that that's done, I'll clear out my console, click enter. And now we'll create the bot. So first off, we will require 3 things from the Discord package. Okay, so let's try to make the Discord package. Const, because we don't want to change anything inside of it. I'll call DJS for now. Is equal to require a package that we have downloaded or a file. Discord.js. And now what we can do is, for example, if you just want to create the client, we type in const client new djs.client. And this is how people used to do it, but we're going to be more fancy now because, as I said, we are professionals and we're better than everyone else. So let's make it look pretty. So by adding curly brackets, you can require something within the package or within a variable. Or, sorry, not a variable, within a object. So client will need 2 things. A client, or sorry, 3 things. Client, events, and gateway intent bits. So const within curly brackets, client, events, gateway, intent bits is equal to require Discord.js. Now const client, new client. We put the normal brackets, the curly brackets to create an object, because the client is a class, and a class is essentially an object. So we pass a object into it, and we give it a intent of gateway intent bits dot gelds to let the bot see what gelds it is in, which is useful. Now the next thing we can do is we can just log into the bot. So login. But oh crap, we don't have the token. The token is in a file, but how do we get the token? We create another thing, another constant variable. The variable is going to use the curly brackets again because it's way more neat. Token, because the name of our key, this is the key, the name of our key is token. So we're going to say token is equal to require. Now in the quotes, dot slash, now we go for the folder, Then we go through the file. There. Now we can do client login token. Save, clear, node index. And now if you look in Discord, we can see that the bot is online and working. So right now I will not add any comments or anything as such. Instead, I will make you make the console say whenever the bot has been turned on and as what like user we have logged in, because as you can see, the bot I cannot see it because of the streamer mode, but it has a tag and we'll be able to see what the bot has logged in as. So we go here, client once, because the bot is only going to start up once. Events.client ready. And we can either type in function and make it look like that, or we can make this way smaller by just typing this in and then a arrow, which is called a arrow function. There we go. I prefer this option, it looks way more clean. Now we type the almighty command console.log. And now by using the tilde key, like the tilde quotes, I don't know what to call them, like the cursive quotes, two of them. We're going, by using those, you can put variables within a string. So let's type in logged in as colon space $sign and then the curly brackets to put a variable inside of here. Now we're going to say client, because that's the user the bot is logged in as. Then get the user data from it and then use that tag. That tag is, if you look within the disco.js documentation, client, we're in client, then we're going to, whoops. We're in client, we go to users, client user, and you can see that when you go to tag, it's going to show this kind of message. So full name, hashtag, and then the identificator. So that is what we want. So client that uses the tag, you can also use client that uses the username, etc. Then semicolon, because it's better to add them in my opinion so that your code doesn't get fluffed up. We click into the console to be able to type in it. We click Control C to cancel out the process. Clear. Node index.js. Enter. Logged in as Chihuahua goes brute. 6094. Congrats, you have made your first Discord bot. So what we've done is we created the config folder with the client.json, which consists of the token, which consists of the main object, the token key, the token value, the client ID key, which is going to be used in later videos, and the client value, the client ID value. Then, apart from that, we also have created the index.js file, which takes the client variable, the index variable, and the gateway intent bit variable from the package disco.js, which we installed by typing npm space install space disco.js at latest. Then on the next line, we have got the token key from our config client.json file. This is what we've got. So by requiring that, we are getting the value of it, not the key. So by that, we can use client.login to log in into the bot. So then on the next lines, we are going to create a client by making a constant client variable, constant because we do not wish to change it. We are creating a new client class with the intent, so with the permissions to see the guilds that the bot is in. So that's that. Now we have a client. Now we can log into it by typing client.login and use the token. On the next lines, make the client fire a event once. So make the client do something only once when the client has been ready. So when the bot has successfully turned on. We don't have to pass any variables, so this can be empty. Then we use the arrow. Then we make the curly brackets. Then we end it with the normal bracket and a semicolon. And then we print logged in as and then whatever. And that's our bot. That's pretty much it.